Wait, what? Are we doing this right now? All right. So check it out. I just had a vision to like create programs that are different, to be able to get people from different walks of life, artists, skateboarders mainly, and helping them, because the old ways that I seen for rehabilitation, it was just like, it seemed like a old way of handling things, you know? Wanted to create some programs that people can like actually get excited about.
Bitch, I'm 25. Last year I almost died. But bitch, I'm still alive. I looked you in your eyes. And I told you
And usually with the substance abuse is there's a mental health issue, and then you end up like self-medicating, and then that ends up being a problem, you know. Skating is really in my opinion, the best lesson in life, you know what I mean? Because you're, like I've said this many times before, it's just not like if you're gonna fall, it's when you're gonna fall, and learning how to fall better, you know, just like life, you know, because it's gonna happen.
I'm 25. I almost passed away last year and almost died.
It's crazy that people are so focused on drugs and alcohol to where they think that that's where fun came from. And that's not even, that's a lie, you know what I mean? It's just giving them a different outlet than what they had before, and really like getting the healthy release of endorphins. That's like important to get like the blood flowing, and you know, get your body moving again, and then you could start like seeing what you're interested in, maybe trying something you never tried before. And just like with skateboarding, people have never skated and been like, oh my gosh, I never thought I'd be able to do this, you know?
I know Lil B, nigga, but bitch, I'm still alive. I looked you in your eyes. And I told you I was fine.
Well, I never been on a skateboard until like 2 months ago, and they was like, you know what? You gonna skate? And I went and skated one day, and then Brandon was like, yo, you coming out every time now. You don't got a choice. If I'm not here, I'm at the house. I skate everywhere I go. If I'm feeling a little on edge or like depressed or something, I'll go skate. It's relaxing. It takes your mind off of everything.
Great. Come on. Yeah! Oh my gosh, dude.
No shit.
I just want to build a strong foundation for my kids, my girl, and me. That's it. That's really my main concern right now. Getting life straight for them. I never thought I would be skating, but I'm not going to stop now.
It's not just about getting people sober. That's 30% of it. The other 70% is like mental. Like the self-medicating is just is a symptom. You know, the other stuff is the healthy relief of endorphins, having a solid program, like changing your lifestyle, and really getting back to what makes you like go. What are your passions? What are your, you know, what are your dreams?
It was like broken hearts and all kinds of pain, man. And just all my creativity and the things that were good about me kept getting destroyed, and I just kept being like, why is this happening? And it's like why we got into skateboarding, how we feel about skateboarding, like all that comes back, you know? Feeling that you could do it, or you can actually rebuild your life, you know? That was like inspirational, because a lot of times I felt like I couldn't.
I wanted to change the stigma of like, oh, rehab is like a jail and someplace that you stay and you just have meetings and you're forced into something. Like, we wanted to make it like a community, like, hey, we're here to help you do whatever you want. You're not locked down. You're free to go or come whenever you want. Of course, you have obligations and stuff, but we're going to help you get to where you want to go. Yeah! Oh, man. Hell yeah. That was his goal for the day.
Yeah. That water definitely helps.
Right?
Yeah.
You gotta drink the water, man.
Yeah, well, it came to a point that I couldn't make it through the day without drinking. It was every single day, like I didn't miss one single day, you know, and I just wish I would have like not missed one single day like skating, you know? Like ever since I got back here, like I'm feeling like those feelings again, like what it feels like to land a trick on a skateboard. I just reached my 30 days on Sunday. And like this is the longest time I've been sober since I was 13 years old. I'm kind of just finding out like who I am again. Honestly, like the program's like 3 months to a year, and at this point I'm like, is 3 months even like long enough to like know who you are? Like after so long of just abusing your body.
You gotta be married to the game, man.
It's all good. Yeah, dog. That's it.
You'll
That's
figure
it.
it out. You'll figure it out.
Dog.
Yeah.
Just like with partying and everything, like why do you like that? Because you kind of takes the edge off and you're around people, so it's connection, and like so you have that like locked in, like hey, when I go and party I'm around a bunch of people and friends and laughing and having fun, and there's just other ways to do that too, especially if it's not like conducive for your lifestyle and it starts hurting you, you know.
Like this is the longest I've ever gone like sober, and it's just like physically and like mentally and everything just feel like so much better. You know what I mean? Like positive. Like well, you know when you're fucked up all the time, you just everything's a struggle. So it's like it makes it hard just to do standard like day-to-day shit when you just don't want to do anything. So just being like feeling healthy and shit, it just makes it easier to do anything really. Because I've gone to treatment before, and so, but it didn't work. Before I've done like residential, where you just go somewhere and you're just there for a month, 2 months, and then you just go, and then you leave. Yeah. So this is tight because it's kind of like just integrates life. Like you kind of live in a separate place, then you go in for your groups, your treatment or whatever, and then you go back about your life and shit.
I mean, that's what skateboarding is all about though. Like, you know, you fall, your homies are there to help you, and that should be for everything, you know what I mean? Like mentally, if you're struggling with drugs and alcohol or whatever, it shouldn't be like some stigma in there like, oh, whoa, like get your shit together. You're fucking up. Like sometimes people don't have that power and they really need help, you know?
So I wasn't really into skateboarding, but I always wanted to skate when I was younger, but I was a basketball player, you know, so I went and played college ball a little bit, and then my addiction kind of took over. Long story short, like I was on probation, kept messing up, kept getting them dirty tests, and kept getting locked up, like, you know, over and over again, like a little cycle. And so this last time, they were gonna give me my lid and they were gonna send me to prison, and I got a deal to go to a program. They picked me up straight from jail. They slapped 2 ankle bracelets on me and a drug patch, and so I was like, okay, I can't mess up. I have no room to. Went to the program, like didn't want to be there, hated it, you know, had reservations to use, and just dove in because I really didn't have a choice, you know, and then I just was like, wow, I got a piece of the sober life, and just how like everything was getting better for me, and the people I were meeting, genuine friends, the opportunities that started to come, and I just fell in love with it and just wanted to keep pushing on.
You know, typically you go to like treatment or whatever, like I never met anybody there that I would want to like hang out with outside of like, you know, the only thing we have in common is that we're fucked up. You know what I mean? And like nothing else. The people that you were like skating with or whatever are all still getting fucked up. So it's like, you know, I mean, you find like a new group, you know, to kick it with or whatever. So it makes it a lot easier to like stick with it when you have other people there with you, you know, going through the same shit. Like especially the guys that like skate or whatever, we'll hang out like outside of the program also. What's up, man?
How old are you?
45.
What's your name?
Tyler.
Tyler.
Tyler. Yeah, what's your name?
Katie.
KD? Right on.
Next maneuver, kick turns, forearm.
know, skating throughout my teens, and then got into partying throughout high school and just kept going down that road and thought I was going to get somewhere, but of course you're not. I was literally the first person you'd invite to the party and the first person you'd kick out of the party. And that got to be my reputation. And I didn't know what to do when I first got sober. I didn't know what to do with my time, and I wasn't ready to skate yet, I guess. I didn't think about that being back in my life necessarily. I just knew I missed it.
Yeah! I wanted to bring skateboarding and Pilates into it in like kind of a mentorship way and kind of give people the lifestyle of like skateboarding and wellness and healthy living and everything. So, you know, yoga, Pilates, surfing, skating, and basically anything you want to do in life that we don't offer, we're going to make that happen too.
Yeah, kind of ventured off from skating into drugs. Like Till started at, I don't know, I'd say like 20 years old, and then from there just like progressively moved up to heroin and crank and all that. And it's like in and out of jail and the methadone clinics and all that bullshit that goes with it. I had a kid like mid of all this, and that kind of got me back on track, but I was like still at the methadone clinic trying to kick any social skills at all, like just being isolated, doing drugs, going to jail. I was like just super like a nervous person. And my daughter knocked on the bathroom door. It's like, "Daddy, why are you always in the bathroom?" Dude, the next day I'm like, "I gotta fix this." And fuck, now I'm like 110 days sober, bro. Fucking skating with y'all, it's so sick. Seeing his interview on the 9 Club, like that's what sparked it, bro. Like, oh shit, like that? Damn, that's what I need. Like the whole skating with the rehab, like you need to have hobbies and like be active and like do this program, and what he's doing is like it fits perfectly. The thing that helps me the most in my rehab is being active and doing this shit. It's like boredom, isolation is what drags you back to getting high. And if you want it, like that's the place to go. Like I never pictured a life at all. Like I was like, oh, I could maybe get out drugs and skate, but it's always gonna be drugs somewhere in there, and that was it. Like, and all of a sudden, coming down here, and 100 days later, I see a life actually being created, like with the skate community, like the rehab community, and just the friends that you made, and doing shit every day. Like I think the minute I got out of detox, I skated like 70 days in a row, dude. It's so rad.
Pressure is on. Hell yeah, Rhino, thank you, dog. Good job, bro. Thank you, bro. Yeah.
You know, addicts are be the most creative people in the world, you know, and once people get the substance out of the way, it's amazing to see how talented people are. You know, some of the most successful people, Fortune 500 dudes, like, you know, they're diagnosed like with you know, some of them with like manic behavior or whatever, but they've got the help and the treatment for it to be able to turn that into a positive thing. And it's just like when you think you have something negative going on with you, getting the proper help for whatever you think your problem is, you could turn your liability into an asset. It's usually just a power you have within you that you don't know how to turn it into a positive.
I'm having fun, man. It's feel good, bro. Shredding it out here, feel me?
We're in San Diego, California at MHC, Mental Health Center of San Diego. Mental health primary. This is our facility. And this is the hub where everything goes down. All the same activities as Healthy Life Recovery, and you know, empowering people and creating more skateboarders one day at a time, all day. I got Tyler over here working, house manager. You know what I mean? He's solid. That's group room over there. You want to come see real quick? It's like arts and crafts group room, everything, all the, art. This is another case management room for like therapy. Yeah, they have, transportation wherever they go, if they go in the gym, golfing, surfing, skating, and just whatever their day looks like, whatever their caseload looks like, and what they have scheduled for that day. Hello, and this is Nancy, our clinical director.
Nice to meet you all.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Busy?
Busy.
Then upstairs is like where we have like our management meetings and pull people for more serious stuff, like, and then like where, basically our management meetings and where like the owner's offices are. And then so that's what it is. Upstairs a different time, like I don't want to like interrupt their group. You just don't want to have your front foot above the bolts. You want to have it like this. That's easy, right? Okay, now for the biggest hill in this park.
Gonna do this one?
Yeah. Yeah, just like that. Knees kind of bent a little. First try, and then we're gonna go over here.
A lot of us say it, but like like to us, he's like an angel, like saved us. And always laughing, always kidding, joking, like that fun loving life.
The perk of all perks, having Brandon involved. It's so crazy and beautiful. It's inspiring, but to see somebody in the industry doing the same thing is like, it makes it way easier, because you're like, oh wow, like I've looked up to him since I was a child and wanted to hang out with him since I was a child, and then now that he's doing this program and he's sober and it is it's just crazy and beautiful and inspiring. That's amazing.
I cannot do anything without putting this up. You know what I mean? You know what the fuck that means? All right, just so we know. Don't get it fucked up, dude. I'm on my spiritual journey, but don't get it fucked up.
Subscribe, sucker. Come on.